Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films, back with another review for you guys that was sent to me from Shudder. Released this film. I believe they're somewhat related to Magnolia Magnet somehow. Not 100% sure on that, but yeah, some of the trailers and stuff were from Magnet releasing and everything, so just taking a guess there. But yeah, this film was actually released in 2015 in France and just now getting a US release here on Blu-ray and DVD, available July 3rd. The one they sent me was the just the regular Blu-ray. There is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack with digital code and a video on demand versions going to be available as well, like I say, on July 3rd. And yeah, this is one I knew nothing about until they sent me a request for a screener copy of it, and sounded pretty interesting, so I put in the request for it and they sent it to me. So thank you guys very much for sending this over. And yeah, this is a different kind of take on the zombie slash infected genre. This one being back to more of my realm of film here, but as opposed to the last one I reviewed. Starts out, you got 6 kids in this home for youth, kind of like a halfway house type thing, and everybody else is pretty much gone on a holiday and everything like that, and they're pretty much left there by themselves, and they're just kind of, partying it up, doing whatever, and talking about different things and just being kids. And shortly after that, they venture into the town there. You can kind of see in the background there, they're in a store. They get the keys to this supermarket that's close by, and doing things in there, taking whatever they want, cigarettes, alcohol, all this kind of stuff. And that's one of them comes across a little girl and her mom when they venture into this house, and the mom's infected, and the girl tells them, pretty much that the adults are trying to kill the kids and everything. And that's where the story really starts taking off. And I'll try not to spoil too much for you guys, just kind of make it short and sweet here. But through certain events, one by one, they kind of start getting taken out, the kids in this group, whether by each other or by other kids they run across, or infected people. And they just kind of journey from place to place to different houses. They eventually journey to a trailer in the desert, and there's only a couple of them left at this point. And that's when you really get more of an understanding about what it means to grow up. It's nothing to do with necessarily their age. The one in here starts out, it's her 18th birthday and everything, which technically is an adult. Like I said, it's only the adults that get infected, but you come to find out it's more about growing up mentally and emotionally and everything like that, and the different turmoils and things that these kids have been through. Some of them are forced to grow up faster than the others and everything like that, but really focuses mainly on, the friendships between these kids more than it does the zombie infected part of it. And it's one of those movies that you're never really told what exactly is going on, what caused everything, which I don't usually have a problem with, but in this one it just seems like I needed something, where was this all coming from? Was it in the water? Was it some kind of airborne thing, I don't know. I felt like I needed something. But I really loved the cinematography on this film was just incredible. I love the scenery of a lot of forest areas, a lot of woodland areas. Then they're on an island on this movie as well. And so, you know, they're surrounded by water and everything, and you get a lot of water shots, and you get a lot of just imagery of certain things that aren't necessarily focused on people, but just stuff in the environment. And just, like I said, really good camera work on this one. And just a few scenes of really, you know, any kind of action going on. But for what there was in here, it was really well done and everything. You can kind of see, you know, in the menu here, a few of them, and some of the scenery and everything. But yeah. Overall, I mean, it was a pretty good film. I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you guys are, you know, fans of this genre like I am. It's definitely, you know, like I said, a different take on it, and it really focuses more on, like I said, the friendships and everything. And in the last act, towards the end of the film, it kind of becomes a love story between two of the kids in here. You don't get a whole lot of background on all of them. You do get some flashback scenes quite a few times on one of the main characters, and things that forced him to kind of grow up faster. And yeah, it's really about it for this one. Like I said, this is available July 3rd, if this sounds interesting to you guys, from Shudder. And I was going to do the features on the menu, but completely forgot. But you do have a few features on here. You have making of, on the set, languages and the director, inside the group, cast and characters. All pretty short, only a couple minutes apiece. Like the making of wasn't really a making of, it was just kind of each of the main characters kind of talking about the film real quick. But it was kind of interesting to see that, you know, they had to work with people speaking Spanish and French, and, you know, I think all these kids were British and spoke English, and you know, trying to work with a casting or with a crew and director and everything from you know, that speaks different languages. And yeah, like I say, you don't really get a whole lot of like how they did things or anything like that in the making, but at least it was something. But I believe this is the first film I own from Shudder. I didn't know they did physical releases, so. And quite a few trailers on here too at the beginning, which all looked pretty interesting, especially the first one. I forget the name of it, but it looked really intriguing for sure. It was like Dead Cabin or Cabin Dead or something, I don't know, something along those lines. But so definitely want to check that one out too. Yeah, so Don't Grow Up, like I say, I recommend it if you guys are into this kind of stuff, which I am. The only downfall is, like I say, you never really know what's going on. It's just more of a story of forcing kids to grow up and everything way too soon than it is, you know, a zombie infected film. That's just kind of a added bonus, I guess, to this one. But if you guys are looking for good scenery, good camera work, the acting was actually pretty good, and you know, I didn't have an issue with any of the main characters in here, acting-wise. Definitely recommend this one. This is rated R. There's some like sexuality, no nudity, but and foul language and everything like that. For what little blood was in here, it was well done and everything. For, you know, what little special effects there was during the zombie infected scenes. I'm gonna say it's more of an infection movie than zombie. They don't die and come back to life. You know, they're infected with something inside of them once they're growing up, you know, mentally, emotionally, or whatever, or something inside of them is triggered, and they just turn to these, you know, maniacs and stuff. And you can see there in that scene there, you know, they get to a major city at one point, and the whole city's on fire, and everything just kind of goes to shit from there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I look forward to getting more films from Shudder. I said July 3rd. You can get this copy here. Is your basic Blu-ray, just one disc, or you can get the Blu-ray DVD combo with the code, or just do video on demand if you prefer digital. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next review, and take care. Bye.